All right, so for today's deep dive, we are getting into something the sources are calling the focus dilemma. And we're looking at it through this really cautionary tale of a man named Elias, an organizational architect who's really struggling with his professional relevance.
Right.
Our mission here is pretty simple. We want to unpack why that deep-seated panic, that fear of being replaced, actually makes us, well, less focused on the work that truly matters.
And it's such a common trap. It's this internal spiral triggered by a massive external threat, which is, of course, AI acceleration.
Of course.
Elias feels that threat of obsolescence, and the sources show he falls into two feedback loops that are completely interlocked, the obsolescence trap and the isolation spiral.
Okay, so before we go further, we had to define the one thing that really mattered for his work. They label it ROTOS.
Roto, yes, yeah. The real output that only you can synthesize. It's that difficult, high-value project that's uniquely yours.
Exactly. So when that external threat basically screams, hey, your expertise is obsolete, Elias does, well, pretty much the worst thing possible.
He does. Instead of opening that roto, Kyle, he just generates this flurry of panic-fueled activity. He even called it creative energy.
Which is just an absurd label for it.
Yeah.
Because this is where he starts chasing these intellectual rabbit holes.
Oh, the rabbit hole.
I mean, we're talking about a 3-hour deep dive into, what was it, 18th century French weaving techniques. And his client is a software firm.
It's unbelievable. He's just desperately hunting for, like, some jewel of information so shiny that it'll blind everyone to the fact that he's feeling irrelevant.
And that failure to focus is the core of the obsolescence trap.
It's the false remedy. He's avoiding the hard synthesizing work of rotos, and instead he's creating these massive, sprawling email dumps.
Manifestos of intellectual clutter, I think they called them.
That's it. He's just substituting information aggregation for any kind of real insight, and all because he's craving that one thing.
That audience connection, that big dopamine hit of a colleague replying, wow, Elias, I never knew that.
Right. But let's flip the perspective for a second. Let's look at the audience. For them, his volume was just instant content overload.
A spam filter's nightmare.
Totally. So their retreat, their silence, it wasn't some personal rejection. It was just self-preservation. But that silence feeds the isolation spiral, which of course reinforces his initial panic and drives him right back to finding more shiny, useless facts.
And this is where we see the big moment of awakening for him, the pivot. He finally realizes he's, and this is a quote, building a monument to noise.
Such a great line.
He looks at his desktop, at the folder for Rotos V2, the one project that holds his legacy impact, and it's just empty.
Yeah.
He's been proving he could be busy, not that he had any fundamental value.
So the path out required a truly fundamental solution, and that solution was enduring discomfort.
A lot of it.
Yeah. Elias closed, 40 browser tabs or something, and he just faced that terrifying empty page.
That quiet space, which feels like failure, was actually the only place he could finally stop aggregating information and start synthesizing it.
And he finally writes one single sentence of pure distilled wisdom.
The power of signal versus noise. It was immediate. He didn't spam this new work to his whole contact list.
No, he sent it to a single trusted colleague.
And that one act of focused communication breaks the entire spiral. The reply wasn't just, an acknowledgement or trivia. It was real appreciation. It was, this is exactly what we've been missing.
So this is the key takeaway for you, for anyone listening. The professional battle isn't about aggregating facts anymore. That game is over. That's information. And machines have absolutely won that race. Legacy impact, your actual professional worth, comes from synthesis. It comes from enduing that empty page and delivering wisdom.
So a final thought for you to consider. Look at your own professional activities right now. Are you chasing a shiny rabbit hole that feels productive, that gives you the comfort of being busy? Or are you creating the quiet space you need for a deep signal?
What project is your ROTOS?
Yeah, what's that one important thing that's currently gathering digital dust, just waiting for you to finally open that blank page and create real value? That's what matters.